Coach Watson, thank you so much for popping in.
No problem. Sorry I'm a little late. Got hung up here. Life happens.
Yeah, life does happen, but we're glad to get you for a couple of minutes at least to talk about your district semifinal win over Waterloo. This was a Waterloo team came in with same kind of record as you, just one loss on the season. They were playing very confidently, but you took that tone early, took a 35-8 lead in the halftime. What did it take to set the tone, and what do you see from your girls in this win?
I just talked to my girls about focusing on the game. Don't worry about outside factors. It's tough coming into an atmosphere like Struthers, the crowd. And, I told them you want to be the true MVAC champs because it was a battle of MVAC champs. Come and set the tone. They responded. They were solid. And I just couldn't be more proud of them.
I mean, it seemed like Demi Watson could not miss in that first quarter. She was making everything she put in. I mean, when you guys can start a game like that, what kind of confidence does it give you for the rest of the time in the game?
It's an excellent morale booster. I don't know if you noticed, but before maybe the last two games, Sienna was on a tear. And so it seemed like from the beginning, that's where their focus was. We are lucky to have three elite players that if you focus on one, you never know what the other two are going to do. And so it was, Demi's day that day.
Now you have this rematch with Brookfield for the district championship game. You guys have split the regular season. They're the only loss on your schedule. What do you think about this matchup and how you guys what kind of things do you guys have to do to get this win?
This just it's the same thing. Just stay focused. Don't worry about outside factors. It's going to be a battle of toughness, and if you want to win, you got to come out there and you got to leave everything on the court. It's win or go home, and so you don't have time for any mental lapses. Just playing a strong game, finishing to the end.
Coach, just coming into this district final matchup, it's obviously a game that not many high school players get to play. And just from the game's point in life going forward, just what are you going to do as a coach to make sure that your team not only plays hard, but kind of sinks in the moment and soaks it all up?
Yeah, I always tell my girls I never had the opportunity to play in a district final. I've had this will be my second time to coach, and just relish the moment. These years in high school go so fast. The coaches and I always joke about, you're going to turn around and you're going to be old and washed up and coaching basketball. So while you have the opportunity, just enjoy every moment. Play your hardest. You don't want to leave the court like, man, I could have did this or man, I could have did that. Just leave it all out on the court and just play solid basketball. Play the game like you know how to play it.
What would it mean to this program to get the win on Saturday and cut down the nets? I mean, especially when you talk about building the program and the young players that are going to see that moment if it happens. And what would it mean, do you think, as this program as a whole and the future of it to say district champions?
I mean, it would be excellent for Liberty girls basketball. This would be the first district championship. We want to solidify ourselves as a true powerhouse. And the past we've kind of been, overlooked, but we've been able to turn this program around. And I think a district championship would, solidify us.
Not overlooked this season in the slightest, Coach. You have been one of the best teams all year. Talk about, real quick, before we let you go, the community support that you got for the district semifinal, and I'm sure the community support you're going to get for this championship game, and what that means to your program and what that means to your girls.
Our fans have been solid from the beginning. Girls basketball doesn't have as many fans as boys basketball. So I remember early in the season, one of the points the girls made were, well, why aren't they coming to our games? We have a good record. And I just told them, you know what, just keep your nose to the ground. Don't worry about the rest, and everything else will work itself out. I mean, our fans have been coming to support us. Shout out to Quick Med Urgent Care. They donated new uniforms to us. So the support has been coming. The coverage has been coming. And that's just, proven, just stay solid in what you're doing and the rest will follow suit. Quit worrying about outside factors and just play basketball.
They are slick uniforms too. I mean, Look good, feel good, play good, right? I mean, that's what it's all about.
Exactly. You know, they
Um,
always talk about swag. That's their term. I gotta
that's
add some swag.
They got some serious swag and they have some serious confidence going into this game, Coach. We wish you the best of luck. We hope that we can talk to you next week about a district champion and a regional qualifier that you'll be preparing for. Good thing that was the end of the interview because technical difficulties just lost Coach Watson. Romo, thank you so much for taking the time also to join us for a little bit today. We'll pop her back in and give her a good send off. Coach, sorry about that. Uh, let's before we let you go, give the Liberty community, if they're not coming or if they are thinking about coming, give them a little bit of a shout out to get them to Struthers on Saturday.
If you're thinking about coming, don't think about it. Just go buy your ticket. Come on out and support us. If you can't make it out, go check us out on YSN. But definitely come check us out. We need all your support. And we want to thank you in advance for coming out and helping us support.
Perfect segue. The game will be on ysnlive.com. Alec Caberna will be calling that game. He's been covering you guys all year. He'll have a good call, and $9.99 gets you access to every tournament game on the network tomorrow. So if you are able to go, definitely go and support the Leopards. But if you can't, make sure to tune in on ysnlive.com. Coach, thank you so much for the time. We appreciate it. And hopefully next week we can talk to you again soon about maybe a district championship and maybe a regional semifinal.
I would love to talk about that.
All right, we'll see you, Coach.
All right, thank you. Have a good day, guys.